This does something that no other security camera does: 24/7 continuous recording without any wires. That means you don't have to struggle with installing PoE cables or running a power cord to that one outdoor outlet you may have at your home. Just place it within reach of your home's Wi-Fi network, and you've got 360-degree tracking, 4K image quality, and color night vision on a security camera. No wires and no subscriptions required. I've used dozens of different home security cameras, both wired and wireless, so I understand the pros and cons of each. In this video, I'm going to review the Reolink Altas PT Ultra, including the features, setup, installation, and smart home integration. I'll also show you the results from my day and nighttime testing so you know what to expect. But that's not all. I'm also going to show how to use this with the Reolink Home Hub and solar panel for a complete solution. If you're new here, my name is Michael Leen, and this channel is all about how tech can make you more productive, especially through home automation, with new videos every week. Reolink sent me this stuff for testing and review, but they're not sponsoring this and they have not seen this in advance. What sets the Altas PT Ultra apart is its 20,000 mAh battery combined with software improvements that offer 24/7 continuous recording, a first for a battery-powered camera. Reolink claims the battery can last 500 days in standard motion trigger mode based on 300 seconds of recording per day. Your mileage may vary depending on how much traffic your camera sees or adjustments to motion sensitivity or other settings. My camera has remained at 100% battery for several days in a row on motion trigger mode thanks to a solar panel, but more on that later. Reolink is not cutting corners to give you continuous recording. This is a 16 megapixel 4K ultra high definition image with support for Color X, a feature that provides full color recordings even in low light and nighttime conditions. This makes it much easier to discern what you see in a recording compared with traditional black and white nighttime recordings on other cameras. But that's not all. This is a pan and tilt camera, which means you get near 360-degree side-to-side rotation plus up and down movement with auto tracking, eliminating almost any potential blind spot. You can have eyes all around your property with this. The camera supports dual-band Wi-Fi 6 and can hold up to a 512GB micro SD card for local recording right on the camera. Let's take a closer look and see what you get. Opening up the Altas PT Ultra, you get a wall-mounting sticker, instruction book, quick tips, and a Reolink surveillance sticker. You also get a strap if you'd like to mount the camera around a tree, and all the hardware you need to mount it to a wall, plus a USB-A to USB-C cable for initial charging, and a metal wall mount bracket. The camera body is mostly white plastic. There is an adjustable antenna that supports dual-band Wi-Fi 6, a super loud speaker underneath for two-way audio, and a siren. The white rubber cover reveals a USB-C port for charging that 20,000 mAh battery or for connecting a solar panel. And the black rubber cover opens to accept a micro SD card for saving footage locally on the camera. The back of the camera slides directly into the wall mount and is held securely in place using two machine screws. Taking a closer look at the camera itself, the lens can record in 4K ultra high definition with Color X for low light. Above the lens are floodlight LEDs, and on either side there are microphones, and below is a PIR motion sensor. To make this device as hassle-free as possible, I highly recommend picking up the 6-watt solar panel accessory, which is what will make the Altas PT Ultra run continuously depending on your settings and environment. It connects to the camera using the included USB-C cable, and it can be mounted around a tree using that provided strap and bracket, or directly to a wall using the included mounting pole and hardware. It also came with a USB-C to micro USB-C extension, which confused me at first since the Altas PT Ultra does not use micro USB as far as I can tell. I assume that's because the solar panel is compatible with other Reolink cameras that do utilize micro USB. You could set up the camera as a standalone device, or you could choose to pair it with the optional Reolink Home Hub. Instead of recording security footage to each camera with separate micro SD cards, You can wirelessly connect up to 8 Reolink cameras to one Home Hub. This centralizes storage of your recordings and supports up to 2 512GB micro SD cards. Most importantly, there are no monthly fees to use this device or to access your recordings. The Home Hub supports offline local recording, so no cloud access is required. Your video recordings are encrypted to protect your data. The Home Hub creates a local LAN network using Wi-Fi 6 for dual band 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz coverage, or you can connect cameras directly to one of your home's existing Wi-Fi networks. The Home Hub comes with a barrel jack power cord, Ethernet cable, and a tiny pin if you need to reset the device. I chose to set up my Altas PT Ultra using the Home Hub. To do this, plug in the Home Hub power cable and then plug the Home Hub into an available Ethernet port on your router. Next, insert the micro SD card you will use for saving local recordings. I'm using a 120GB micro SD card. At this point, the Home Hub had a flashing red light, but I needed a solid blue light for a stable connection. This required formatting the micro SD card in the Home Hub using the Reolink app, which I'll come back to. If it's your first time using the Reolink app, it should auto-discover your Home Hub. Click to initialize the device, and then it'll ask you to create an admin password. If it prompts you for an update, go ahead and do that before proceeding. This may take several minutes. Once complete, you can give the Home Hub a name, and initialization will be complete. You will then have the option to set an encryption code to protect your video recording data, which is a good idea. From the Home Hub in the Reolink app, you can adjust alarm and alert settings, among others. But remember, I needed to get a solid blue light on the Home Hub itself. And to do this, you'll need to format the micro SD card. This will erase anything already saved to the card. If it's a new card, this shouldn't be an issue. From the Home Hub in the Reolink app, click Settings, Storage, Format under SD card, and then click Confirm. Once complete, it should show the available space on the card, and you'll have the option to control how older recordings should be handled, and the light on the Home Hub should be blue at this point if everything is working as expected. Now you can set up the Altas PT Ultra camera with the Home Hub. From the Reolink app, click the plus icon in the upper right, and then scan the QR code printed on the back of the camera mount. You can choose to use as a standalone device, but I chose to use it with the Home Hub since that's where I wanted the camera recordings to be saved and encrypted. For simplicity, I chose to set up the camera on the same LAN, meaning my phone and the camera would be connected to the same default or main LAN on my home network. I then powered on the camera by pressing the power button under the white rubber cover with the USB-C port. I heard a voice prompt when it turned on and proceeded to the next step without resetting the device. It then gave me the option to connect to either the 5 GHz or 2.4 GHz network created by the Home Hub. While I first connected to the Reolink 2.4 GHz network, I found the connection slow at times and ended up switching to my home's 5 GHz Wi-Fi network. You can experiment to see what works best for you in your environment. After naming the device, it was ready to use, and I was then able to see the live stream from the camera on the Reolink app. With the Home Hub and camera connected to my Wi-Fi network, it was time to install the camera outside. I specifically chose an east-facing corner of my property that would benefit from plenty of morning sunshine to charge the camera via the solar panel. I was attaching the camera to vinyl siding, so I used these special hooks that allowed me to do so without damaging the siding. I'm a big fan of these hooks. I just slide one hook between two of the siding panels and then screwed in the camera bracket to the hook. I repeated this once more with a second vinyl siding hook. Now the mount itself was installed. Next, I slid the camera into the mount and screwed it into place using the provided security screws. This was a little tricky because my ladder was short and the screw openings were recessed into the mount. With the camera in place, I did the same steps once again for the solar panel mounting bracket and then screwed the solar panel into place on the mount. I assumed I had to use the USB-C to micro USB adapter that came with the solar panel, but I couldn't get it to plug into the camera, only to remember that it was a USB-C port. So I removed the adapter and it connected easily. Now the camera, solar panel, and Home Hub were all fully set up and installed. Reolink devices are auto-discovered by Home Assistant even without any prior Reolink devices installed. From the Devices and Services page, I clicked Add, entered the password I created earlier from the Home Hub admin account, then Submit, and then assigned the camera and Home Hub to rooms in my home and clicked Finish. Tons of entities and controls are exposed to Home Assistant, giving you a lot of control over the device and your home automations, which I just love. You can toggle the floodlight, control the pan and tilt, load up a live view instantly, and get sensors for animal, motion, person, and vehicle detection. You can also adjust some of the detection sensitivities, enable auto tracking, control the alarm and siren, see the current battery life, and much more. You can easily create home automations to notify you if an animal, person, or vehicle is detected, or for any motion detection event. Or load up the live feed on a wall-mounted tablet dashboard if you'd like. To assess the image quality and motion detection sensitivity, I held up a sign with my name on it and stood at a distance of 5, 10, 20, and 30 feet from the camera. I performed this same test during the daytime on a cloudy day and at nighttime. During the daytime, the sign was easily readable at 5 and 10 feet, but not so much at 20 or 30 feet. For the nighttime test, I did it both with and without the floodlight on. With the floodlight off at night, my name was mildly readable at 5 feet and too difficult to read thereafter. I don't know to what extent the illumination on the ground snow cover and front porch light, which was to the camera's right, affected the results. With the floodlight on at night, the sign was readable at 5 and 10 feet, but not after that. I also tested out the audio quality of the camera's built-in speaker and found it very loud and easy to hear across the same distances. Let's talk about what could be improved. During setup, Reolink could have made it clearer that the Home Hub SD card needed formatting. I knew the red light on the Home Hub wasn't right and just had to figure out myself why. This seems like something that should be part of the device setup. I also wish the camera's pan and tilt had a faster response. There were many times where I pressed to move it, but I didn't see that change reflected on the live stream, so I clicked again to move it, only to realize it had a delayed response to my initial press. And while this is minor, I wish the security screw points for connecting the camera to the mount were not recessed so far in. To maximize chances of not needing to charge batteries, I'd be interested if Reolink offered a larger solar panel or the option to connect 2 panels at once. With that said, my battery continues to be at 100% for motion event recordings thanks to the solar panel. Of course, this may not be the case if it was a high traffic location or set to continuous recording. I appreciate that you can enable a pre-motion recording in addition to setting the post-recording duration and set schedules for both motion and continuous recording. If you want continuous recording, you may want to set a schedule for certain times of day. That way, when paired with a solar panel, you hopefully should not have to worry about charging the battery. There's also a feature that allows you to set up a time lapse, which is pretty cool. When connected to my home's Wi-Fi network, it generally is instantaneous to bring up the camera's live stream, either from the Reolink app on my phone or through Home Assistant. Most of all, I enjoy the convenience of a wire-free setup powered by the sun with no subscriptions required. The Reolink Altas PT Ultra is trying to find the best of both worlds between a wired PoE camera and a traditional battery-powered wireless camera. It's sort of a hybrid, and for the most part, I'd say it succeeds. It's not going to give the same responsiveness or complete hassle-free use of a PoE camera, but it's also not subject to the limitations of motion event-only recordings of a typical battery-powered camera. If running wires isn't an option for you, this is certainly a battery-powered camera worth considering. I'll leave links to it in the description if you want to check it out. Let me know if this was helpful by giving it a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.